All right, good morning, guys. What is going on? We have a hot morning, or at least it looks like it's going to be hot. So we'll see here. There's a lot of good press releases. A lot of good press releases. So that's what I'm doing now. Just trying to figure out what is the best play today. IFRX has positive results on study of skin disease drug. So that's pretty good. We're above the moving averages, just barely above the 50, but we have room all the way up to 1423. And back here, if it was to break 467, we have a gap to fill all the way up to $33, or at least $20. So a lot of potential on this play. Good morning. What's up, Jerry? Okay, so SUPN could be a possible dead cat. Uh, somebody, whoever stifled Nikolaus is, or however you say that name, has put the price target to this to 23, so it's had a big gap down from 29 to $19. So there's a potential dead cat bounce there. Hmm. Then TMDI, uh, they determined not to proceed with a public offering, so that's kind of cool. It's not anything crazy, but uh, the stock is right here in this little. The stock is right here in this little gap area, in this 80-cent range. So it does have room to go up to a dollar, maybe $1.10. It's not the best press release, but it's not the worst either. So then LKSD had some earnings. A little bit of a gap down. I just want to kind of keep it on the watch list, see what happens with it. Then BNGO, they win a contract. And so now this stock is above the 50-day and has room to run to 270. And then we've got HEPA. They reduce liver fibrosis in a Western diet model. So this is above the indicators and has room to go to 1567. And then LANA has positive top line results. And see, it actually dropped down some, 524. It's actually below the indicators right now, but it does have positive results. So we have quite a bit of different stocks to watch here in the beginning. And let's see, anything else crazy? See, a lot of people are going to be still looking at those mid cap stocks, like that like the stock yesterday that ran 30 something dollars, and then the other one that ran to $100 the day before. So a lot of attention is going to be on those mid caps, but I've looked for some to see if we have anything similar to those, and I don't see any. So maybe all that volume will come back into the penny stock world. But as of right now, IFRX has a lot of volume and is probably the stock I'm leaning the most towards, just because it's got this big gap to fill if it breaks that $5 area. And out of all these stocks, it's the only one that's really doing anything right now. BNGO winning a contract. This has potential too. So BNGO, IFRX, and HEPA are kind of my three main focuses today. Because if all that volume that comes in that was on those mid-cap stocks, and there's no mid-cap stock running, then we could see one of these, just because they have so much room to run. Could see these get a lot of volume potentially. So we have to keep in mind market conditions, that the penny stocks have not been running, that the mid-cap stocks have been running, and we've got to see where the volume is going to go. So what's going on with this? That's Twitter. So yeah, a lot of potential here this morning. A lot of potential. How you guys doing this morning? Guys fired up and ready to go? The key today is going to be being patient and waiting to see if we can predict where the volume is going to go. Because there's a lot of places it could go. But IFRX, I'm really leaning towards a lot. Because it has a lot of potential. There's a lot of room to run. A lot of room to run. Wait and see where the volume is going to go today. So we got about 5 minutes. But like I said, right now, IFRX, HEPA, and I think it was BNGO. Yeah, BNGO. Those three are the main watch. IFRX has the most potential, then HEPA, and then BNGO. But right now, BNGO and IFRX, that's going to get annoying to say, have the volume so far this morning. Both of those plays started moving in pre-market, or not pre-market, but after hours yesterday as well. You can see BNGO went from 90 cents up to $1.80 by this morning, and then it's just kind of crashed off and now coming back up again. It is above the VWAP right now. What we'd probably look for is just to open, drop below the VWAP and get that U shape. CLVS. see that anywhere. Let's check it out. See what's going on with CLVS. Interesting. Let's see. So we have an earnings. So they beat estimates. That's cool. What am I looking at here? Gonna have a lot of resistance in this 464 area. You can see it got held up there. If it breaks 464, you're gonna have resistance at $5. Yeah, for sure at $5 too. $5 is gonna be tough. So really, to get anything on this play, you really have to wait for it to break $5. For sure 464, but it's not bad. Let's see what the float is on it. 54 million. It's a little high. And you can see it hasn't really ever made any huge moves. Besides this one here, maybe one there, but those are in a couple of days. It's because this float's larger. This is not a bad play. I just don't think it would take a lot of volume for this to break 464 and then $5. But if it did, it does have a lot of room to run. It's not bad. It's just not the lowest float. So I say like IFRX because the float's around 25 million, which is both of the big supernova stocks that ran the last 2 days. Their float was right around 25 million. So plus, like I said, this giant gap to fill. Like if this breaks 450, there's like so much room to run. There's no resistance back here holding anything back. So, but I'll definitely keep CLVS on watch just in case. BRPI not doing anything. Getting back pretty low. I still got this on the watch list because this morning it did pop up to 24 cents. So if this ever gets volume and breaks that 25-cent mark, there could be a lot of room for this too. There's a lot of plays this morning. That's what I'm saying. We're going to have to be patient and wait it out for a little bit and see where the volume's going to go and if we get any patterns. I want to stick to my patterns. I don't want to do anything crazy. But there's definitely a lot of potential. I think in the beginning, I'm going to watch IFRX right away. IFRX and BNGO. Those are the ones I want to watch right out the gate and see what they do. Like I just like RFX so much because there's just so much room. There's no resistance anywhere besides like $5. Of course, 380 is going to hold up because it was pre-market high, but other than that, you got $5 resistance, and that's pretty much it. So we are under the VWAP. Have to wait for some type of pattern to form. BNGO opening up, dropping to the VWAP. See, where's the 50-day at? 113, so your support's going to be a 113, 115 area if the VWAP cracks. I'd like to see the VWAP crack and get a U shape. That would be perfect. Although the VWAP might not crack. Let's see, there's a lot of buyers right here at this 135 area. Oh, they're, no, maybe not. A lot of buyers there. See, IFX still under the VWAP. Let's see, what is this? CECO. Not really anything. So what's BCOM? Potential pump and dump. What's up, One Life? CBNGO. Okay, so we might get the crack of the VWAP here if this can't hold up. Yeah, there we go. Oh, maybe. It's testing the VWAP right now, so I think it's going to crack here. Then we could look for that U shape around. So that's perfect. Just keep cracking. TIMDI. It's cracking the VWAP as well. CLVS cracking the VWAP. I bet. Well, IFRX is already below the VWAP. HEPA is above the VWAP. 320. It's also above the indicators. Break a 330 on this. Could see this start moving. SUPN, not little dead cat. Good little, decent little dead cat so far. From 1996 up to 2045. I mean, it's not amazing, but it did get a little bounce. That's what I was expecting. That's what I was wanting to see on that. So that's good. Okay, yes. Nothing there. Let's just take this off. This looks terrible. ALNA. Big drop off here. Big drop off. Interesting. So we're seeing, let's see, what is this? There's no press release on this today, but this had some type of earnings. And it's moved from 15 to 20 already, so this could be one of those mid-cap runners today. But it'd have to break $20. Yeah, $20 is going to be tough on this place. So that might not happen. TEVA. Nice run there. So they've got a few different things going on. They got some earnings and stuff. Appointments of new people. All kinds of different things going on with TEVA. Let's see what the float is. Oh man, 1 billion in float. I can't believe it even ran as much as it did so far with that big of a float. Yeah, that float's way too big to try to trade that. For me. So we got a lot going under the VWAP right now. CLVS with a quick drop under the VWAP and then a move back up. It's right at that 50-day moving average right now. I said that's got to break and then $5 has to break. But I mean, there was a little potential there to get 10, 15 cents possibly. Well, popping up some more there. Kind of got volume all over the place right now. BNGO still dropping. CLVS. HEPA's the only thing that's not dropped below the VWAP, but it doesn't have any volume yet. And SUPN still getting a bounce. $462, $450. Yeah, it's going to struggle with that $450, $460 area for sure. ANGI. Nice little perfect little U right there though. Beautiful little U shape. Right under the VWAP, and then for a break. But the float on this is pretty high. See JAKK, what's going on here? Earnings. Bunch of earnings. Broke the 200-day. Break a 125, you might could see a move on this. Let's play getting some volume. I'm actually going to add it to the watch list just because it does have a lot of volume right now. So right now, like I said, volume is pretty spread out. TMDI starting to make a U shape. This comes back around. Could have a play there. BNGO sort of making a U shape. Kind of ugly. CLVS still consolidating. Bit of a bull flag. It's kind of an ugly, big spread out bull flag, but potentially a bull flag. Pretty ugly though. IFX still dropped out. So yeah, guys, this is what I was talking about in pre-market. There's a lot of potential everywhere. So it's hard to tell where everybody is going to go. This guy's still trying $20. $20 is going to be tough, but if this breaks $20, it could be that mid-cap runner. TMDI still cracking. A lot of red candles. Let's see. That's too big. LVGO. So another healthcare stock. Nice little U shape here. So I have resistance at 31.43. We have a lot. Let's see. MIGHL. This is a pump and dump. Okay. BCOM. Nothing there. Another earnings. Excuse me. So yeah, quite a bit going on. TOPS dropped a lot. They announced another offering. Oh boy. Whoops. Oh, let's see. BNGO's made a U shape here. Up to the VWAP. It didn't break though. But we do have some potential here. A lot of buyers at 130, but we're not above the VWAP yet, so I don't want to risk this. But if we get the break, it looks like it's breaking there. Yeah, we are getting a little bit of a break here. I'm gonna go. I see a big buyer at 135. Oh, I got in a little bit late on that. Where am I at? 138. Got filled a little bit late. Big sellers at 138. I got in a little bit later than I would have liked. A lot of selling at 140. 140 is going to be tough. We want this to hold up the VWAP. If 140 breaks, this is going to make a decent move. It probably pop to 150. Because there's a lot of selling at 140. Big buyer at 137. Oh, he got taken out. Big buyer at 135. A lot of big buyers at 135, but they might get taken out here too. Okay, not yet. Shoo. All right. Well, we're getting some excitement here. There's a lot of selling pressure on this stock in this area, though. This makes me a little nervous. Let's see. Where's our 50-day at? 112, so that's way back down there. So, yeah, we probably... I'm not willing to give this too much. As long as we're above the VWAP, then I'm going to hold. But if it starts cracking the VWAP again, I got to get out. I can't take any big losses. A lot of big buyers at 135. Selling is still like eating at it. This needs to come up. This needs to break 140 soon. See a lot of selling at 138. Oh, it's starting to get taken out though. Yeah, there we go. Got to get through all this selling. There's a lot of selling I was really not expecting at that 138, 140 area. You're in it too, Marcus? It's making me nervous because it's not getting a. It didn't get a very big rip when it broke the VWAP. It just made a little move. And so, there we go, it'll pop up. It says 130, 140 area is holding up pretty tough, but if it breaks that, we should be good to go. Bids up to 138. God, there's a lot of selling at 140. Let's see if they get taken out. If they get taken out, this is going to pop, and they're starting to get taken out. Not quite yet. Got a nice amount. Well, all the bids we had at 138 just got taken out. This is fighting with 140 hard. Let's see. We need the bids up to 140. Come on, take these 140s out. There we go. There we go. Got through that 140. Oh, coming back down a little bit here. Our next resistance is going to be 150. Oh, I know why 140 was. Right there is why 140 was tough. Right there, the market open was 140, so we're above the market open now. Need to stay above that. See if this can move up to 150, maybe get a 150 break. So we're looking for some volume starting to come in on this play. I'm seeing the volume bars pop a little bit, so hopefully that's buying volume. Okay. See, his bids keep moving up close to that 150. Big sellers at 145. Let's see if they get taken out. There we go. All right, let's get up to 150, and I'm probably going to lock out just to be safe. If I can give it a little bit longer here to get to 150. Because I've had a bunch of 4 losses in a row, and I'd like to have a win today. 148, okay. Come on. Okay, we're right up to 150. A lot of selling at 150. Expected that. Let's see if it can break 150. Oh, a lot of buying volume just came in. 150 I think is about to break here. All the 150 sellers are getting taken out. So this might break. Let's see here. We're a little bit off the VWAP. I'm trying to give this a chance. I said I was going to sell at 150, and I'm trying to, like, a lot of those 150 sellers got taken out, so I thought we were going to break, so I wanted to get in. Yeah, that's probably smart. I'm thinking about locking out, too, and just taking my win. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of a chance, because there was a lot of sellers at 150, and they all got taken out just about. So I'm trying to give it a little bit of chance. 150 buyer at 147. Let's see here. See if we get this 150 break. And I'm going to go ahead and lock out, guys. I'm going to lock in this profit because I've been losing too much. There we go. All right. I'm not getting in a 2-hour hold on this thing in case 150 doesn't break. There we go. That's the strategy. That's all we do. Stick to the strategy. We got the U shape. We waited. Got the U shape under the VWAP. Break of the VWAP. That confirmation. We get in. And we sell when we've got profit. 150 was resistance. Everybody, all right. Everybody made some money on this play. It looks like One Life got some money. Marcus got some money. There we go. I'm alright. I'm out. I sold already. I made a $42 profit. It's not anything amazing, but after four losses in a row, I needed to get a win, get back in the game. So that's gonna put me back over $800. So I'm happy with the day. Small win. That's all. That's hey. Market conditions have been a little weird this week. I'll take the small win. So there we go. Quick, easy $40. I'm not sweating. I'm not stressed. I'm not holding for 2 hours. I stuck to the strategy. Simple and plain. The strategy works. When you do it, when you stick to the strategy, that's what happens. You get easy profits. That's an easy $42 I made. You know, it's not even 9 o'clock where I'm at yet. So it's a decent way to start. It's a decent way to start the day. So good job, guys. Excuse me. I long term invest a little bit. If you're going to long term invest, I recommend dividend stocks. Uh, if you don't know what dividend stocks are, it's simple enough. They pay you a dividend check for how many shares you own, and usually every quarter. So if you own 1,000 shares and it's a 10-cent dividend, then every quarter you'll get a check for $100. But if you sit there and you compound that long term and let it keep buying, because you can set up drip systems, which is a dividend reinvestment plan. And what that is the company, instead of sending you a check, will take that dividend check and buy more shares of their company for you, but they'll buy them at a discount price cheaper than the market. And so it continually builds up that position by continually putting those dividend checks back in there for you. So your dividend checks will get bigger and bigger and bigger over time. And that's the best way to me to long-term invest. It's the safest way. So if you want to long-term invest, I highly recommend looking at dividend stocks. Sold at 142. Oh, you scaled out? I should have thought about doing that, probably. Because, I mean, this does still have potential, but like I said, I just want to be safe. I've been so sloppy and undisciplined the last week that I needed to get a win. I had to stick to my strategy and not be stupid and hold too long like I've been doing. But this still could break 150. I mean, I don't blame you for getting out on that second half. Still got some potential. Oh, I was about to draw a trend line, but that's already looking like that's cracked. So if it gets another U shape around, well, good deal. Good Thursday. I was smart yesterday. I didn't trade anything because there was no patterns. I was patient. Waited for the pattern to form today on something, and we got it. That strategy works over and over again. With the 9 EMA, it showed a flag. What is your flag right here? Is this what you're probably talking about? Or more like right here? Because, I mean, both of these, I guess, could be considered a flag. I mean, I don't like to use the 9 EMA. Yeah, it probably will go back to the VWAP, but it could still U-shape around. There's a reason why I don't use the 9 EMA or anything else. I only use the VWAP, and that's just because of simplicity reasons. Like, I didn't have the 9 EMA on here, and I got in the break of the VWAP and made a profit. If you like it and you want to use it, that's fine. I'm not knocking it. All I'm saying is for me, for my strategy, because I like to keep things simple, like as simple as possible. I don't use it. Like I said, I don't need it. I got the profit there. These wins, these wins happen like this with the strategy all the time if you stick to the strategy. But hey, if it works for you, go ahead, use it. I'm not knocking anybody's trading styles or indicators that they use. All I'm saying is, me personally, I like things simple. I am not only a day trader, I have many other things. I'm a man of many hats. And if I overcomplicate day trading, then I tend to take losses. When I keep it simple, then I do a lot better. So it's just my personal thing. Like there's like so many different indicators and stuff, and I just don't feel like I need to learn them to make money because the strategy works. That's the whole point or whole plan of my strategy that I've been working on the past few years is to have something so simple that it's easy to pick up for new traders, and then on top of it, I don't have to spend a lot of time searching for stocks, and I don't have to invest a ton of time in the stock market. Like, I don't have to sit here 8 hours a day looking at charts and patterns and stuff trying to find that breakout. That's definitely it for me, because I only have $83 left, so small account. But I wouldn't want to trade anything else anyway. I don't want to give any gains back to the market. It's been kind of a weird couple weeks. Well, yeah, I mean, I use time and sales in level two. That's something that, I skimp out on things that I think can be simplified, but the level two and the time and sales you have to have. Like, there's no way you can day trade these small, quick wins or even bigger runs like the mid caps we've had and stuff without this level two and time and sales. There's just too much good information that these tell you. You have to have those for sure. But yeah, if that works for you, only using the 20 EMA and the time and sales level two, I'm not knocking it. There's so many ways to make money in the stock market. That's the thing people don't understand. They'll hear one guru say he has the master strategy, and maybe his strategy works, but there's so many different strategies that work or that can work. So I am not knocking it. If it's working for you, to keep doing what you're doing. That's the whole key to day trading is find something that works for you, that is consistent. And once you find what that is, you just stick to it. There's no reason to overcomplicate it and try to find more. Like, if it's working and you're making profit, then to make more profit, just scale up your share sizes. If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? 95 USD is 110 Canadian. I don't. Be honest with you, I don't know money conversion that well. I'd need to get on my Google phone to figure out that math. The only money conversion I want to know is what money is going in my bank account. So yeah, guys, if you got any questions, you can go ahead and throw them at me. I'll take a look around, see if there's anything else in case anybody else is looking for any trades. Yeah, it cracked. See, that's why I wanted to lock in profit. This is exactly why I wanted to lock in profit, because there's been several plays last week where I was up profit and then I held wanting to get a bigger rip, and then this nonsense happened and I either take a loss or I'm sitting in it for 2 hours trying to get a win, and that's not my strategy. My strategy is this. Like I said, I don't want to spend a lot of time in the stock market every day. I only want to spend 30 minutes to an hour and a half to make a profit. That makes this business for me a very small time invested business with profits. That gives me more time for other businesses. Yes, you can. You can. My strategy is in the day trading playlist on the channel. So uh, I'm assuming you subscribed since you've been in the live stream here for a couple days. But yeah, you go and check out the playlist, and there's the 4 criteria. Basically, the whole strategy is there. There's nothing I've held back. I don't have anything to sell right now. I'm not selling anything, so I've put everything out there. No, it's not private. It's all there. Like, you can go to the day trading playlist, and it's all there. The 4 criteria, the how I use the VWAP, like, it's all there. But it's just as simple as this. Like, what I did today, waiting for this U shape and the break of the VWAP, and I buy at the confirmation of the break, and then I sell at a sketchy resistance area, like 150. But yeah, it's all there. It's all in the day trading playlist. None of it's private. The whole strategy is there. Like I said, it's not that complicated of a strategy either, so it's not like I need 500 courses to teach the strategy. So, and you don't have to pay anything. It's all right there on the channel. Yeah, check it out. It's all there. And it works. Like I said, this last week and a half, I've been sloppy. I've been undisciplined and just doing crazy stuff. And I said Tuesday or Monday, I told you guys after I made that stupid play that Tuesday I was going to go meditate on a rock under a waterfall and get my brain back together. And I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like I've got myself back under control, and I'm ready to keep moving, ready to keep this account growing. Because I almost gave back all my profits this past week that I made. I was up to like 900 something. And I was down to 770. Now I'm at 813, so a little better. I don't like getting that close to what I started with. I like to keep my padding, but my goal was to try to get this to 2,000 by the end of November. But look, there's another little U shape. I don't know if this pops, if you'll get much out of this, but I bet One Life's looking at this. But yeah, my goal was 2,000 for November. With the Sure Trader thing this week kind of making the penny stock world a little crazy, I don't know if I'm going to hit that goal, but that's it's unforeseen circumstances, so I'm okay with it. I might have to lower the goal to 1,500, but we've got Thanksgiving, so that week will be a little weird. But that's all right. If it takes longer to grow this account, that's fine too. Eventually, this account, as long as I stick to my strategy, this account will be big enough to where it'll be easy to start making it really move. I knew you were watching it. One Life is a scalper. Anytime he sees that VWAP ready to pop somewhere, he's ready to jump in. All right, guys, I'm going to give you about 10, 15 more minutes here for any more questions or anything. I'm still trying to get caught up on all the editing of the videos. So I need to get to working on those. I got day 5 I'm ready to post. Yeah, I need to go on a run. I've gotten lazy and stopped working out and stuff. Scalp life. I should start going on runs in the morning because I'm going to Sedona, Arizona for vacation in January, and there's supposed to be a lot of good hiking. And right now, if I try to go hiking, I'd probably die. So that is good advice. I do need to start running. I'm getting a little up there in weight. So I'll definitely take that advice. I'm definitely gonna start running again and exercising because healthy body, healthy mind. Scalp is life. I don't knock your strategy at all. One Life, I think it's great. If you've got the account big enough to scalp like that, then you can make pretty consistent profits and minimal risk too, because you're not looking for big breakouts. You're just looking for quick little profits. So it's pretty easy, and well, I won't say easy, but I will say if you know what you're doing, it's very consistent to scalp like that. So yeah, I'm not seeing much else. Are you? I'm assuming you're asking if I trade futures. Is that what you mean by FT? I know I've got snow on the ground already, so the insulation is nice. But yeah, Marcus, I think you're talking about. I think you mean futures. I think that's what you're asking. I'm not sure if it isn't. Then right, yeah. How right? Junior's got it right. Once you dis- once you can be disciplined on all aspects of life, it becomes a lot easy. Oh, do I trade full time? Okay, gotcha. It's not my. That's what I was saying earlier. Day trading is not my main source of income. It is one of my sources of income. I've said this before on the live streams too. Uh, I yeah, I couldn't really do a small account challenge if day trading was my main source of income. Because like the whole point of a small account challenge is to grow it to that amount where you can make consistent profits all the time for it to be a main source of income. So, if this was my only source of income, then I couldn't do this small account challenge. So no, I invest in real estate. I invest in several different things, and so I have several sources of income. This is day trading is one. Once the YouTube channel grows enough and it can get monetized by ads and stuff like that, that will be another one. I own a triplex, so that's a source of income. So I like you can't just have one source of income. It's crazy to do that. Yeah, yeah, that is true. You can be a full time trader and only trade 2 hours a day, but like yes, I try to trade as much as I can, but like I said, it's not my main source of income. That's what to me a full time trader is somebody who relies on day trading income, and I don't rely on this income. Like I said, I have other sources of income, so that's how I kind of look at it. And if you've read any millionaire books or millionaire stories, if you want to become successful and rich, you need more than one source of income. Like you can get rich off of day trading, but to me it makes more sense because the market some months are a little harder to trade. So, but hey, if you want to be a full time trader, go for it. There's nothing wrong with it. Just me personally, I like to have multiple sources of income. We really didn't get anything else today going on, so BNGO was the play, so we nailed that. We nailed that. I'm glad you guys was in some of you guys was in this and made some money on this too. That's pretty awesome. I like to see other people make money. I feel like the day trading community has become very toxic. There's a lot of scammers and liars and stuff like that, and haters. People will hate on you, and I guess it's because of the competition. This is a competition. It is everybody against everybody, but it doesn't have to like socially. It shouldn't be that way. Like everybody should want to help everybody out if they want to help everybody out. But at least don't hate on people or scam them or lie about your trades and stuff. Like it should be a lot more friendly in my opinion. Yeah, see, there you go. One life. That a way to do it. Online supplement company, yeah. Hair and makeup company. See, that's what you got to do. You got to have multiple sources of income, multiple businesses. That's awesome. That is awesome. Like I like to see that. And you just got to keep it going. Just got to keep going and keep building those sources of income. Then you'll be retiring in no time. Now, one thing like yeah, rental properties are great, especially if you can VRBO them. If you're in a place where it's a little bit touristy, or it's a bigger city where there's a lot of visitors, a lot of tourists, then you can make some really good money VRBO and Airbnb. Yeah, you listen, guys. I'm not a millionaire. I don't claim to be. I'm still on my journey to financial freedom myself. Like I'm living comfortably right now, but uh, I'm still growing my financials to where I can get that financial freedom. I'm not quite there yet where I want to be, but I've got plans for renting out, having my own tiny home, campground with a bunch of tiny homes on it to rent out for most of the year. That's a goal of mine. So a lot of different things that I still want to do, and it's never too late, guys. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's never too late. Okay, like I didn't start out in high school day trading or having. I've always had somewhat of an entrepreneurial mind, but the route I chose wasn't the right route, and I kind of ran with some wrong people and then got into some trouble and basically had to restart my whole life like 6, 7 years ago. I had to restart. I was in debt, had nothing to my name, in debt, owing a lot of money. And here 7 years later, I own a triplex. I've got a nice amount of credit lines because I fixed my credit. I have some debt, but not like a crazy amount of debt. I just have some where, you know, good debt, I'll say, not bad debt. Things that work to my advantage. And I'm a day trader, YouTuber, all that stuff. So in 6 years, I've made leaps and bounds. And if I can do it, because I'm not the smartest person in the world, uh, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And it's never too late. It's never too late to turn things around and start start building a whole new life. Because that's essentially what I've done in 6 years. And in 4 more years, I plan on retiring. I'm 31. Phew. Yeah, I've seen some people. I actually am married. Uh, she kind of likes to stay out of the social media area because she does her own thing. So she's not really big into social media. So I don't really talk about her too much on the channel and stuff. But I am married happily, and hopefully it never comes to a divorce because yeah, it is quite a bit of money. You can get destroyed with a divorce and have to start over. But yeah, like I said, if I can start over, One Life can start over. Although One Life might be a genius. I'm still trying to figure out if One Life is a crazy person or a genius. Oh, you're one life is not retiring. See, as I said that, as I said, he's either crazy or he's a genius. He's not retiring. He's gonna work till he drops. He's gonna be 70 years old, trading stocks and flipping houses and stuff. Me personally, I would like to retire. I'm uh, I'm not a big I'm not a big work person. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I mean, kind of. I am retired. I was a restaurant manager for 5 years, general manager, and I got out of that industry the beginning of this year, and I've not looked back since. I haven't been doing my own thing, so thank you, appreciate that. Well, what are you waiting on? What do you mean eventually? You gotta lock it in, man. Come on. You ain't gonna treat your girlfriend like your profits. You ain't gonna lock it in real quick. You're just gonna wait, see how it goes. One Life has a whole different outlook on girlfriends than he does stock trading. All right, next stream will be Monday. I was just giving everybody a little chance here to conversate. We'll give about 5 more minutes in case anybody else has any questions. But yeah, go check out that day trading playlist. Check out the strategy. It works. Have a good one, Marcus. I'm about to jump off here myself. Like I said, I got videos to edit. I got to get caught up. Yeah, we'll be back Monday, looking for another win. See if I can get this account up to 1,000. I was close before I had that 4 day losing streak. Nothing else really going on. Well, all right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Appreciate you guys joining me. Congrats to everybody who made some profit today. We killed it. Nice, easy play. Sticking to the strategy, making it happen. We'll be back Monday. Be on the lookout for more of the recap videos coming this weekend, today. And you guys have a good one. I'll see you Monday.